Just as you're about to address the lizard, the Red Prince bars you with an outstretched arm.
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need a word with him. You may wait here while I speak. Permission indeed.
He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention, which he... The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudenay leaves before slipping into a trance-like state. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After about half an hour, they wake up. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer. You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this stingtail fellow may be a less than stellar specimen in the firmament of dreamers, the dreams themselves... Turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The myth-shrouded House of Shadow. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. Of course it is. I was born with the promise of an empire, and but to keep it, I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. A more experienced traveler of the... Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the Fort.
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too if I chewed that much Drudenay.
As you're about to approach the lizard, Sabine cups your chin between thumb and index finger.
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right by me this time.
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly with the other. Then the questions commence. You hear him yelp about the master, lone wolves, and a man called Griff. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground, face first into... Sabine heaves a sigh of satisfaction.
Chat's over.
Demon elf, how dare you strike down a dreamer?
Such is my prerogative, Prince. And doubly so. Something on your mind? It's simple. He scarred me, so I scarred him. Extensively.
She defies you with devilishly innocent...
Can you blame me? There it is. I was wondering when you're spying. Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still. The search for the master continues, of course. Hungry work, the hunt. And you know what? I'm feeling a bit peckish. Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens. Fellow named Griff.
Deplorable surrounding for an agreeable conversation, but go ahead. Bah! I should whip her till she's as red-skinned as I am, then leave her for the bird. But there are broad waters between shook. It's forgiving that I've... Still, you bewilder me just as much, don't you know? It was you who invited little Miss Needlework into the fold. Do you mean to tell me you're comfortable? Of course he did. Like he was bid to. By a master. Doesn't bother you one bit, indeed. To see a sir cut down by a slave? A person by a plod? Preposterous!
Sabine gently places a hand on the small of your bag.
Let me have a word with the gentleman, would you? I've a little clue to follow up on.
Don't tell anyone where you got this.
Sabine steps forward and asks Griff the cook about the lone wolves. A dead little birdie told her he's the man to talk to. A little back and forth ensues. Money crosses hands, and before you know it, Sabine stands back beside you, all smiles.
Thank you. We should make good on our escape, you know. I have to see a man about a wolf in the hollow marshes. Naught but a whelp in skillful hands, I'm sure. Zalaskar's his name. And
If a magister finds us on you, you forget my name, here? Gossa.
Ain't fit for beasts.
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns toward you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes.
Ah, hello. I see you come a long way. I see you come here seeking a great adventure. Do you find it? I see it before my eyes. Your life is not your own. Your life is for us all.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way, Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? My protector, my friend. An elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He tries to help me. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek. You bring me great peace. Thank you, my friend. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him. Yes, please ask. We must be here. I am not sure how much to explain. My home is far. Your language gives me some trouble. We elves... Time, for us, is now. There is not then and when.
You can't get me!
I feel him, but I do not.
Griff glances from his blade to you and...
Myro. I guess you mean the clown I caught stealing from my kitchen. He's not going anywhere. Supplies. A crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. Ain't been here long, have ya? No one gets to have it all. No,
He twirls his knife between his...
Divine's gone. This blade is the only god watching over Fort Joy.
Here's the goods.
Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal.
Griff tears into one of the oranges with both hands. Juice squirts through his hands as he...
Looks like everything's accounted for. Now the important question. Who's the thief?
He raises an eyebrow.
Looks like someone did my job for me. Your guy's free to go. It should be fine.
It is done. And quickly. I thank you. Very, very... I hold my end of the bargain. I show you the way out. But... I have something more to ask Sahela. She is everything. A ruler, a seer, a knower, a child. It is for all our people. For give me your map. I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who still remain. Tell them Sahela is here. I go to her. I wish you good luck, and I...
I sense he is free.
Sahela, you are all right.
I am fine, Amiro. I am fine. I know they help us.
Yes, they do. It is as you say.
Sit, my friend. Come.
As you say. As you say.
She breaks into a huge child...
One friend brings another home. Thank you. He gets better, little by little. We are together. We always get better if we are together. Thank you, my friend. But only you survive the passage. I see it. You are free. We must remain. heart. You want only to help. But if you want to help me, you must go.
She squeezes your hand.
I do not forget you. Remember me too. I know I trust them well.
Got you! I got you! Wait, I call a timeout!
Amiro.
You are quite safe. I am so glad.
Wait, I call a timeout! Got you! I got you! Wait, I call a timeout!
I know I trust them well.
I'll stab you right in the eye! I magicked you, you're dead! You're too slow! Wait, I call a timeout!
It is good. I see it.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove.
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the order, she started turning.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. That's for me to know, and you to get out of my face. Buy or shove off. All manner of things. Have a look. It's bolted on there tight, ain't it?
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to...
skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse? A face that seems rather stubbornly I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of being chased across Rivellon by every idiot with a torch? Oh, get away! You are simple beasts. And you simply do not like my... So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Oh, don't be ridiculous. I have important things to do on... I cannot simply sit about waiting for the rest of you to die so I may continue my business in peace. No. I may be an Eternal. Indeed. I may be the only Eternal. At least from this realm. As for the others... well... there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answer. Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know... several centuries, in fact. Or perhaps millennia. One tends to... I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe... Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be a cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race... I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill. But I fear the limit. We studied the mysteries of the universe. But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again. I suppose. Circumstances. You seem more at ease in this world than I. Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality. I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Splendid. Although, it seems you already... Perhaps you should try discarding some grit before you help yourself to a pearl.